get their energy? Tell me, tell me, tell me. The sun. 100%. The sun. Photosynthesis. Hello, Tam. Yeah, exactly right. You guys are knocking it out of the park. Yes. The sun is, and photosynthesis is used. Hello, Kimberly. So good to see you. And they make glucose, right? From photosynthesis and the light from the sun. And that glucose is a simple sugar that they store. And then when they need to use that energy, they have the energy that they can use. So great job. Love it, love it, love it. You guys are amazeballs. Okay. So as always, please never ever share any personal information for your safety and the safety of others. Always keep your behavior, language, and webcam school appropriate and respectful. Know that your participation is super, super important. Can't stress it enough. The more you participate, the more you get out of class. The more you get out of class, the better your grade's going to be. And not just that, but also the class is going to be better because you're participating. And then always remember that Class Connect sessions are recorded and distributed for learning purposes. So today is January 7th. We are going to work on some notes today. But I want you to, if you haven't already turned in that Unit 3 article assignment, make sure that you do. There's never a late penalty. You can, don't worry about that. But it is a teacher graded assignment. It is a TGA. So it's not an exam, but it carries the same weight as an exam in the grade book. So if you haven't turned it in, your grade probably took a hit. So make sure you get that in so you can get your grade up. And then the other thing I wanted to remind you is tomorrow is our asynchronous day, right? In science, every Thursday is asynchronous. So we won't have a live session, but you do have an ed puzzle assignment that you need to complete. So this is Unit 3, and it's all about cellular energetics, how cells get their energy. And you can see we're pretty early in the unit, and we're kind of working towards getting into the weeds of photosynthesis and cellular respiration. But today we're going to talk about lights and pigment. So our objectives for today is, after this class, you should be able to explain how light powers photosynthesis. You should be able to identify the main pigment that absorbs light in plants, and describe how color and light are connected to plant growth. Okay, so with that, there is a link to your notes. Okay, go ahead and open up, click OK on question number 1, just acknowledging you understand how attendance policy works in this class, that you need to be here from the beginning to the end of class for over 30 minutes, and to do your notes and submit them at the end of class with a 60% or higher. Okay. Then click on that activation link, and that will let me know that you are ready to get going. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Brooklyn, Haley, Kendall, Kimberly, Nathan, Natalia, Tam, and Yoselin. You guys are amazeballs. Okay. So we know that plants use photosynthesis to make glucose. Okay. And that glucose is then stored in the plant. It's stored in the fruit, it's stored in the leaves, it's stored in the roots, especially like potatoes and yams, onions, right? That's where the plant stores all of their glucose. And if that's true, if all energy on Earth originates from the sun, how do we get that energy? Okay. Let me know in the chat box. How do we get energy? How do we get it from the sun if all energy on Earth comes from the sun? Yeah, exactly. Good job. Yeah. We eat plants, right? So that light energy that was stored in the plants, when we eat our veggies, our fruit, when we eat sugar, when we eat macaroni salad, or the dairy calf eats grass, we are consuming that energy that originated from the sun. Okay. So photosynthesis takes that radiant energy. When I say radiant, I just mean light. Okay. It takes that light energy and transforms it into glucose. And glucose is a carbohydrate. And organisms, remember from our unit 1, and we were talking about our macromolecules, right? And we talked about how organisms consume carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids. Carbohydrates is the main source of energy for all living things. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brooklyn, Haley, Kimberly, Natalia, Nathan, Tam, Yoselin. You guys are amazeballs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So once we take that glucose in our bodies, then we can transform it into ATP. And ATP is the chemical that the cells use. Okay. All organisms perform cellular respiration. Some use oxygen, some don't use oxygen, but all organisms perform cellular respiration. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Natalia, you doing okay? Ready, ready? Thank you, Brooklyn, Haley, Kimberly, Natalia, Nathan, Tam, Yoselin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Perfect. So here is the chemical reactions written out as in their chemical equation. And here you can see exactly how they are literally mirror images of each other. If you look at photosynthesis, you can see photosynthesis takes carbon dioxide and water plus the light, the radiant energy, and it takes it and forms glucose and oxygen, right? And this is photosynthesis. And cellular respiration is literally the opposite, okay? It's going to take glucose and oxygen, okay, and break down that glucose to create carbon dioxide and water. And it's also going to release the energy in the form of ATP. Okay. So they're like mirror images of each other. Okay. So with that, sun provides energy for nearly every living thing on Earth. And that's thanks to these organisms that perform photosynthesis, right? That's how we end up getting them. Thank you, Haley, Kimberly, Natalia, Nathan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yoselin, Tam, Brooklyn, you ready? Perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tam, you good? Awesome. Kendall, you doing okay? Yeah. I see you kind of blinked out a little bit. Yeah. Um, so the sun emits electromagnetic radiation. Okay. This is the type of energy that travels through space. It doesn't need a medium to move. And light is made up of little particles, little energy packets called photons. They act like waves, though, okay? And all electromagnetic radiation is just energy, okay? So again, these photons are little packets of energy. Thank you, Haley, Kimberly, Nathan, Yoselin, Natalia, Tam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brooklyn, Kendall. Yeah, got it, got it, got it. Perfect. Thank you. So with that, know that in the electromagnetic spectrum, there's a large amount, different types of electromagnetic waves. Radio waves are super, super long. Gamma rays are super, super short. And we have visible light is a very, very small part of this electromagnetic spectrum. And each color that we see is determined by how long their wavelength is, okay? So we measure wavelengths in nanometers. Nanometers is about 1 million. There's 1 million nanometers in a single millimeter. So super, 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 super small. And violet, you can see, has about 405 to 440 nanometers. And if we compare that to red, which has 605 to 685 nanometers, you can see each color has its own range of wavelengths. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. So when we think about electromagnetic waves, right? The longer the wave is, the less energy there is. So the electromagnetic energy that is the lowest energy form is going to be like our radio waves, our microwaves. The ones that are super, super short and have a lot of energy and can be very, very dangerous are going to be our gamma rays, X-rays, things like that. Okay. So if we think about light, right? Or any type of electromagnetic wave. The shorter the wavelength, the more energy that's going to be in that photon. The longer the wavelength, there's going to be less energy. Kendall, yeah, I can help you too. I saw you blinking out, so no worries. If they can't, we'll go back at the end of class, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Benjamin, welcome. Glad you're here. Thank you, Haley, Kendall, Natalia, Kimberly, Nathan, Tam, Yoselin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brooklyn, you good? Benjamin, ready, ready, ready? Awesome. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so if I look at the colors, right? The colors that have the shortest wavelengths, the blues, the violets, they're going to have the most energy, whereas the ones with the longer wavelengths, the reds and the oranges, are going to have the least amount of energy. So What is it in the plant that allows the plant to absorb this energy? And it's pigments. Pigments are just molecules that absorb certain colors of light and reflect others. Each pigment absorbs different parts of the light spectrum. And that's how plants capture as much light energy as possible. They're going to have these pigments that collect different wavelength ranges. Okay. Thank you, Benjamin, Haley, Kendall, Mike, Brooklyn, Nathan, Natalia. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Yoselin, Tam. Perfect. Hey, Mike. So good to see you. Perfect. Okay. So the main pigment in plants absorbs these colors is chlorophyll. Now, there's two main types of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll A absorbs mostly red and blue light. Chlorophyll B helps capture some extra of the blue light. Okay. Now, there are other pigments in plants. There are several different types. Like carotenoids and other pigments also. But the primary one is chlorophyll. Okay. Nathan, Brooklyn, you good? Nathan, as soon as I said your name, you had already clicked. Thank you, Benjamin, Brooklyn, Haley, Kendall, Mike, Kimberly, Natalia, Nathan, Yoselin, and Tam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so with that, chlorophyll absorbs the blues and the violets. It absorbs some of the reds and the oranges, but it reflects the green light. Okay, and when something reflects that color, that wavelength, that is going to be bounced off the leaf, and that is the light that I perceive in my eye. So that's why when I look at plants, I see green. It's because chlorophyll is absorbing all the other wavelengths, but green is being reflected off of them. Okay, thank you, Tam, Nathan, Kimberly, Haley, Kendall, Brooklyn, Benjamin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mike, Natalia, ready? Thank you, Yoselin. Perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to show you a brief little video that's going to help you kind of visualize this, okay? Okay, so if I come back and look at the different pigments, right? Here in the black line, okay, is chlorophyll A. And you can see it absorbs violet, blue, some orange, and a little bit of red, right? In the dotted line, that's chlorophyll B. It absorbs more of the violets and it also absorbs more of the oranges, right? So if a plant only had chlorophyll, it wouldn't be able to use any of the green or yellow light energy. So that's why there's some other pigments in plants, such as the carotenoids, that allow the plant to capture as much energy as possible. Okay, so with carotenoids, you can see right here that they absorb the violets, the blues, and a little bit of the green, right? So that is going to bring me to my next question. If a plant only had chlorophyll, okay, and maybe it had some carotenoids, okay, and so it could only absorb mostly the blues, violets, and some of the red light waves. What's going to happen if I put that plant under a green light? Is it going to grow normally? Is it going to grow more slowly? Is it going to grow faster? What's going to happen? Yoselin, 100%. Nathan, Haley, yes, 100%. Benjamin, yep, you got it. Yeah, exactly. Kendall, yes. It's going to grow much, much more slowly, okay? Because it can't make enough glucose from only a green light to really give the plant enough energy to grow normally, okay? So that's why you don't want to use green lights if you're trying to grow your plant, okay? So in the real world, most farmers that grow plants inside are going to use red and blue LED lights to grow their plants. Those are the ones that match the wavelengths with chlorophyll that chlorophyll can absorb and use. And so that kind of brings us back to remembering that chlorophyll absorbs the red and blue light. It reflects the green light. So anything that is absorbed is going to be energy that the plant can use to make glucose. But if it's reflected, like the green light is reflected with chlorophyll, then I'm going to see that green color, but I'm not going to be able to. Oh no, Sophia. I'm so sorry. So question number 12 is down here at the bottom. Absorbed light is the energy that is used by the plant. Reflective light is the color that I see. Yeah. Got it. Good, good, good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Brooklyn, you good? Mike, you good? Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, you have. You've missed everything. I'm so sorry. I am going to go back and do the first couple, questions 2 through 4. I'm going to do those for Kendall, but then you can get the others from the recording. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So let me know how you feel about this material. We talked about how light powers photosynthesis. We identified the pigments that absorb light in plants, and we described how color and light are connected to plant growth. If you're feeling okay, if you're feeling pretty good with all of that, you are free to go. Again, I'm going to go back to questions 2 through 4. So if you want to find those, you are more than welcome to stay.